Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. And we are here in our first Mythic Plus dungeon, doing Nokhud Offensive as a preservation of Voca. And yeah, I'm super excited to just get involved. I've literally just woke up. I had a little bit of a late night last night. And yeah, I've literally just logged into the game and jumped into a key. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So again, it's only a +2. It is fortified. I'm not expecting it to be particularly difficult. Where are we going? I imagine this pack first, right? No, that's the tanks already started on a different pack. Awesome. Obviously, we are doing this off comms and everything, which does make things a little bit more difficult, but yeah, it is what it is. So obviously, now that we are in the Mythic Plus, it's a case of we do want to be kicking out as much damage as possible. Obviously within reason. We don't want to let people die for it, but I mean, we've just kicked out 40k DPS. That's exactly what we want to be doing as a healer. Obviously, the other part is I don't know if people have actual routes or anything set up yet, or if it is literally just going to be Feligraft. But this is the best time to do Mythic Plus, when nobody knows what's going on, and you are all trying to figure it out at the same time together. It's quite fun. In terms of the healing, obviously there has been a 10% tank nerf actually. So tanks are taking just a flat 10% more damage, which yeah, it's not. I haven't noticed it in general. Tanks were exceptionally strong. I mean, arguably one of the strongest states they've been in for a long time. Can you stop taking damage, my buddy? So yeah, I'm expecting that to be somewhat noticeable, but I mean he isn't really taking that much damage. He's looking after himself. It's actually the other people in the group at the moment that seem to be taking the most damage. I am running the temporal anomaly build, but I'm trying not to spam it because it's very mana kind of greedy. I'm going to start using it just a little bit more and hope that I can maybe that will settle the healing just somewhat. Looks like we are going to get this other pack as well. I do want to make sure I'm trying to interrupt as many things as possible. I mean, that's one of the reasons you literally bring a preservation evoker is it has an interrupt, it has bloodlust. Am I the only bloodlust? I am also the only bloodlust. Okay, so I have that responsibility. But yeah, so I don't think there's much for us to worry about, to be honest. I am going to be trying to focus on. So the important things for this boss, we want to make sure that we are slowing and killing that ad as quick as possible, and obviously interrupting his channel by using the catapult. Pretty damn simple. There he is. I'm hoping the group knows what they're doing. It looks like they do, because maybe I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to do as much damage as I can to them. There we go. Nice job. So I'm looking at making this into a bit of a series. I've done quite a few videos of different things recently, and I'm interested to see what you guys think. One of the things, so I'll be honest, I watch a lead content creator who, over the last couple of years, has done a lot of kind of videos just on his. Oh God, are you just? Are we just? Okay, we just letting them go through. Oh no. Um, who basically has done like videos on his climb to a rating in league, and then I've always really watched them. It's been a long-term series that I've kind of kept up to date with, and I'm wondering if people would be interested in me doing something similar with WoW. So, kind of every time I'm doing a new high-level key or I'm playing a different spec at a different level, things like that. Um, kind of turn it into a bit of a series. So we'll do a push to Keystone Master to start off with. Then we'll turn it into, I don't know, a push for top 1,000. But we'll set ourselves little goals to try and hit along the way. But if that's something you'd be interested in, please do let me know. I have a load of other ideas as well that we'll hopefully be doing. So it's not just that, but it is one of those things that a nice long-term series would just must be quite nice, really, wouldn't it? So I've not heard too much about Nokhud being a particularly hard dungeon, but I imagine if you were going to have issues with this dungeon, this is the boss. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, we do have that up. Rawr. So one thing we can already see from this dungeon, and I think it is something that is going to be ever so crucial in terms of dungeons coming forward, is one of the what did I say? What did I say in the healing video? Healers have the responsibility of trying to do just as much damage as possible. And if we look at overall, yes, it's only 18k, but that's a considerable amount of DPS. And when you consider then the fact that um, the tank is only doing 22k, actually that's noticeable. And it's not impacting my healing at all. It's not like I'm not healing to DPS. If I have to heal, I still heal. But it is the fact that it gives me a really nice and just speedy run, basically. Obviously, higher level keys, things will begin to change, of course. But right now, this seems quite manageable. And Preservation of Oka, because it has such a simple burst window in terms of channel flame breath all the way up and then using living flame, it's quite. I don't know. It just feels nice to use. You expect to use it because it is. Well, it's there. Why wouldn't you use it? Let's get a dream breath on everyone. So one of the things I said about Preservation of Oka, and I think it is something that is likely to come true, is they're going to excel in melee heavy groups. And I mean, we've already begun to see it in what's likely to be the meta in terms of a very Demon Hunter heavy meta, although they have just been nerfed actually. Um, but even then, Windwalker, Rogue, Feral Druid, all of these classes that are currently meta, that was a lot of damage out there. Ouch. Um, we're already seeing that they are kind of the classes to pick. Oh, we're killing these as well. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Don't die. There we go. Yeah, so we're already seeing that be the meta. What I really like about this Warlock so far is he's actually tried to stay in melee range, and it's really noticeable how easy it is to heal because one, my temporal anomaly is hitting everyone, my dream breaths are hitting everyone. It's really, really nice. So let's get the bloodlust out. And again, this boss sucks, so we are going to focus on trying to do as many mechanics here as possible so that my group doesn't have to worry about them. I think we managed to zap all of them there. So if you don't know the mechanics, these little orbs spawn. If they get to the boss, they empower him. You can take them, and taking them allows you to be empowered instead. On higher keys, you'll definitely want your DPS to take them. Right now, I'm just kind of being greedy and taking them all myself, but that's because I just want the mechanics done well, basically. Boom. So again, I feel like the healing's almost easier. It's gonna sound like a weird sentence, but stick with me. Doing the mechanics properly and carrying the group through mechanics, i.e., allowing none of the orbs to hit the boss and things like that, or getting the right interrupts, makes is more important than having big healing numbers. So I can kick out 50, 60k HPS on this character. It's going to do me no good because I'll be and I'll have used cooldowns and things like that. It seems much more important for me to. What are we doing? So it's much more important for me to get the interrupts right, get the healing right, and things like that. So let's get rid of that disease. Let's actually just pop stasis here because I can. You know what? Because I frigging can. So again, we've just kicked out huge amounts of healing. We're going to go for a little bit of damage here. into the bloody deep breath if it works. One thing I haven't really used at the moment, and again, I'm not using it because it's a 2. I'm not. I don't need to. Is time dilation. It's so strong. Like it's very underrated as well. If you are playing tank, or if you are playing Preservation of Ochre, make sure it's one of those buttons that you're just trying to use on cooldown because there's really no reason not to. So we're going to keep an eye on things that we can be interrupting. It doesn't look like there's much at the moment. But again, just trying to... Oh, that's my soul. I want that. Like a death bolt volley sounds like something that's primed to be interrupted. I really do like this temporal anomaly build. If it's something you guys are interested in, I can throw my build up in a video and talk about how I'm playing that kind of Preservation of Ochre. But all in all, this build, it's not. It doesn't seem to be the recommended build for Mythic Plus using temporal anomaly, but I find it to be just. It makes healing so easy. I mean, I'm kicking out 20k HPS right now, 30k HPS. And the pull is going bad, and there are things that we could definitely improve on. But I've not really panicked. I did use a cooldown there, I'll be completely honest. I probably could have used it in the scales if I was really paying attention. But everyone's full health. I've kicked out 30k HPS, and actually, I don't feel like I was stressed at all in that. And that's exactly what we want as healers. So I can kick out I can show the build in a video if that's something you guys are interested in. It's my own variation of what I think is going to be very strong, and especially in a melee setting. One thing I do want to actually do a little bit of testing in is whether the so I'm playing the one at the moment that applies echo to 2 targets. Um, I think it's a good idea, but I am wondering if the one that applies the shield to 3 targets every tick will just be stronger because it likely is going to reapply the shield to the tank every time because obviously the tank will be taking consistent damage. So there is a theory that that could be very strong, and if that's the case, then potentially that is just much better for what I'm trying to do with it, and it's almost then a fire and forget spell um, instead of wasting echoes. So it is something that I do plan on doing a little bit of testing on um, as and when. I mean, just look at this. We've got echoes on everybody. Let's kick out another one. I do find like I have become a little bit reliant on this spell because like literally we've got a reversion on everyone right now, which it doesn't do a lot of healing, but it's just enough. Like it's enough that I haven't got to worry about healing anyone right now. I'm going to kick out a stasis, and this is where I'm starting to see the issue of preservation. Is I'm trying to dream breath right now, and the warlock's in not a bad spot. Like it would be wrong for me to say that he's in a bad position. He's absolutely not. But he's in a position where I can't easily hit him with spells. Right, they died very quickly. Our DPS in this group is a little bit absurd. Obviously, I've helped a little bit there, but 41.1k from the Demo, 37.9 from the Feral. Wow, okay, interesting. Obviously, Assassination Rogue. So we talked about Assassination Rogues a little bit in the balance change video, how they've had like a spell almost entirely reworked into a 3-minute cooldown. Still kicking out 30.7k DPS. Like it's not bad, and when you consider that there's 8 eye level, 7 eye level between him and the warlock, that's not bad at all. So I'm interested to see what route takes place here. Now, I think we should kill these two personally. We still need the percentage. Um, where is he going? This way, buddies. I think we should kill these. So I am going to mark them. We haven't discussed a route at all. Okay, we are skipping. So my only issue with skipping is obviously we are still low on percentage. This pack right here. Oh, they've changed this. This pack's different. Okay, this pack is actually different for Mythic Plus. Then that's really interesting. I didn't realize they were doing that, so I wonder if there's any other dungeon changes that we need to keep an eye out for. Really. Okay, that's quite interesting. So again, just trying to like literally at the moment, there's just no damage going out. Just do as much damage as possible. I'm almost tempted to pick up Energy Loop. One, because it does help with my mana issues in terms of using Temporal Anomaly a lot. It is quite a mana heavy spell. But it also just increases my DPS, which can't be a bad thing. So again, couldn't quite hit the Warlock there with that one, which, again, in an ideal world, everyone's stacked up, right? And obviously, I get that's not always going to be the case, but I think that is exactly the situation where Preservation of Ochre is going to shine. I don't even know the timers. I haven't got a week or anything set up for the timers. I should probably get that, and I will get that for the next video. Um, to talk, obviously, gold time and things like that. How did I only hit one with Fire Breath then? That sucks. You, I mean, just I'm going to talk about it a lot because I think it's a spell that's very underrated. There was a raid build actually that played with Temporal Anomaly, and the idea is you use that and Verdant Embrace to put Lifebind on so many people. But obviously, I haven't healed any raids yet, and I think if I do, I would play the reversion build just because it's my playstyle all over. Um, but yeah, I mean, there was a build, but it was very mana heavy, and people weren't a massive fan of it and things like that. Whereas, like, I have not seen anyone really talk about this for M plus, and I might just be that I haven't looked in the right places. But one thing I am interested in, guys, is hearing how your keys have gone. How have you done? Have you jumped into keys day one? Have you done some raiding? Have you done some solo shuffle? That's one other thing that we'll be doing absolutely today. So very excited to go and do. Um, yeah, what did you get up to on release day? And yeah, what sort of things have you got coming up? What is the thing you're most excited about of the new season starting? I will be talking a little bit more about the race to world first in another video, but obviously we have that at the moment that we can sit and watch, which is pretty damn cool. Bloodlust for like 10%. It doesn't really matter, does it? I don't like being responsible for Bloodlust anymore. So I actually forgot that we'd get Valor. So we have hit three chests. We had 20. Oh no, that's for overall. But okay. What did people get? 376 eye level. Okay. We got two Primal Chaos. We got an Azure Vault. Ugh. Not my favorite dungeon so far, but hey. And yeah, so we completed it, guys. So, guys, let me know what you guys have been up to with the release of the new season. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and catch you later. Goodbye.